Today we're going to be looking at doing some right turns on roundabouts, the right third exit. Just checking all around as I leave the driveway and looking at how I feed the wheel, how many times I turn the wheel, and roughly where I am as I start to turn back. So when I'm emerging right or turning right, looking to see where my wing mirror is or my references. The road is clear. Feeding the wheel as I come out. New road, new mirrors. Check and see who's behind me. Check all directions. Obviously I want to give at least a metre or a car door's width as I'm going past the parked cars. So again, checking in my wing mirror before I come back in. So when I get to the end of the road, I'm going to be turning right. So again, as I'm getting a bit nearer, I'm starting to check who's behind me. So it's centre mirror, right mirror, signal where I'm going. Start to slow it down. Again, I'm lining up nicely with the centre white line of the road, so I'm not too far over. I can see by my wing mirror, I'm near the white line but not over it. Stopping with the white line underneath my wing mirror. Looking both ways, there's nothing coming. Turn when my wing mirror is near the centre white line of the road I'm turning into. New road, new mirrors, so centre mirror, right mirror. Check my left mirror as well. Make sure I'm nice and central within the lane. So I'm turning right again when I get to the junction. So again, I'm starting checking to see who's behind me. No one there. Centre mirror, right mirror. Signal now and past the road. And again, I'm going to line up nicely with the centre white line, but I'm approaching the junction line. So stop with the wing mirror just over the white line. Looking both ways. I can see in my mirror, I'm not too close to the centre white line. I'm not over it. Nothing coming now. So again, then the wing mirror is near the centre white line. I turn, almost a full turn of the wheel, feeding it back again. New road, new mirrors. Make sure I'm nice and central, near enough central within the lane. And it's a 30 limit, so nice and straight. So I will go up to 4th gear, just keeping an eye on my speed because obviously I'm going downhill. And so I'm just covering the brake ever so slightly so I don't gain any more speed on approach to the roundabout. So checking behind me. So when I get to the roundabout, it's a mini roundabout, I'm going to be turning right third exit. So again, a few more checks behind me. Slowing down my approach. So centre mirror, right mirror. About 10 car lengths an hour, signal where I'm going. Slowing it down. And I'm going to block gear down to gear 2. So approaching, I want to be around 15 miles an hour or less. It's quite a close junction. You can see there's nothing coming. So feed the wheel, 3/4 turn, 3/4 turn back. New road, new mirrors. Up to gear 3. So all roundabouts, junctions, if we can, we do try to aim for 2nd gear. Obviously if we need to stop, then we go down to 1st gear. With my car, anything below 10 miles an hour, so once you're in single figures, just keep an eye on the pedestrian and the car. There's nothing behind me, just in case I do need to stop. So single figures, once you're in single figures, that's when you go down to 1st gear with my car. Some cars are different. So not going too close to the curb here, because I do know that there are some quite deep drains on this road, and we do act like potholes. So always keep an eye on the road surface. Look out for anything that might damage your tyres. There's a nice deep one there. So again, checking behind me, keeping an eye on the car behind me. Keep an eye on my speed, don't want to go above 30 miles an hour. So I can see the warning sign coming up now, so I know there's a steep bend to the right. So again, checking behind me, as I slow a little bit, I will drop down to gear 3. So lower gear, I've got more control over my steering, my road positioning, following the white line round because I'm turning to the right. When I'm turning to the left, I will watch the curb, follow the curb round. So again, you've got the black and white warning signs there, following the curb round. Keeps me in a good position, nice and central in the lane. So check behind me, just in case this car pulls out round the Tesco's van. They haven't done, so that's good. So when we get to the next roundabout, I'm going to be turning right third exit. So checking my central mirror and my right mirror, I'm going to signal where I'm going and start slowing it down. So I'm in gear 3, so around this distance I'm going down to gear 2, about 20 miles an hour, slowing it down a bit more, There's cars there, so I'm going to stop. Select first gear. Once I'm good to go, checking all around the roundabout, get up second gear nice and quickly, steer around. Again, I'm looking at the roundabout, centre left mirror, signal, and come off. So as I'm going around the roundabout, I am looking at it just to make sure I'm in a good position, and then scanning the road ahead as well. So I always have a look at what I'm driving around just to make sure I'm not too close. So a quick glance just to ensure you're in a good road position. So I'm going to be taking the next road on the right because I know I'm turning, so I'm not going up to fourth gear because I know I'm going to start slowing down. So I'm checking my mirrors, nothing too close to behind me. And obviously when I'm turning right into a side road, I'm looking out for pedestrians as well. So centre mirror, right mirror, signal. Once I get a little bit closer, I will enter the hatched area. So I'm nice and parallel and straight with the centre white line. Down to first gear. Lining up the centre white line with my wing mirror, turning in. Okay, that's about a full turn of the wheel, turning back, so I'm nice and central within the lane. New road, new mirrors, so check behind me and check all my mirrors. So now I'm weaving out around this car, so check the right mirror, make sure nothing's coming around me. Keeping a good doors width, checking my left mirror as I come back in. So again, I'm making sure it's safe for me to come back in. I haven't got a cyclist or anything coming up around me. And up to gear 3. So again, it's a 30 limit here. I know it's a 30 limit because there's lots of street lamps, lots of houses, and there's no repeater signs. Just because it's 30 doesn't necessarily mean it's safe to do 30. So I keep to a nice steady, safe speed around here. Lots of parked cars. Again, checking behind me just in case anyone comes out and round and I need to stop. And as we're coming up to this bend, I know it's quite a steep bend round, I don't really want to do it in third gear at 25 miles an hour, so slowing down naturally, checking behind me, down to gear 2. So get to a comfortable speed for driving around here, and I'm following the curb round, feeding the wheel. So I'm pulling down with the left and then pulling down with the right when I steer back to the right. So I always lead with the hand going up and pulling down in the direction that I'm going, up to gear 3. Checking behind me, just in case anything comes flying around the corner, I need to stop suddenly. I need to know who's behind me. Again, scanning the road ahead for any cars that are coming the opposite direction. Just because the other side of the road is blocked, I've got priority, but never assume priority. If someone's coming on round, I'd then check my mirror and slow down, let them finish their manoeuvre. Once they've started, they're committed, they're coming on round, just make it easy for them. So I'm going right at the end of the road, so centre mirror, right mirror, signal where I'm going, start slowing it down. So I'm getting my clutch down now, rolling to the end, lining up nicely with the centre white line. I can see by my wing mirror I'm in a good position, stopping when the wing mirror is over the white line. Looking both ways, I'm good to go. So again, once the wing mirror is near the centre of the white line of the road I'm turning into, that's when I turn the wheel. New road, new mirrors. Always check and see who's behind you. Coming up to a junction, again I'm going to be turning right. So once I'm past that road, so centre mirror, right mirror, signal. Slowing it down. Again, lining up nicely with centre white line. I'm nicely over to the right, but I'm not over the line, I'm not too close to it. Stopping in a good position with the wing mirror. Looking both ways. And then I'm good to go. Again, find a centre white line with the wing mirror, or roughly the centre of the road. And then turn the wheel, straighten up. The roundabout, going to be going right third exit. So centre mirror, right mirror, signal where I'm going. Slowing it down around about here, down to gear 2. Bringing my clutch up. 15 miles an hour is a good speed to approach a roundabout. There's nothing coming. So again, following it around, so I'm looking where I'm going, looking at the roundabout. Centre mirror, left mirror, signal. And then I'm looking where I'm going. So when I leave the roundabout, I'm nice and central within the lane, I'm not oversteering too much. So again, always look where you're going, and then you'll always be nice and central. We always steer in the direction we're looking. So getting myself up to speed now, and up to gear 4. So checking my mirror as I weave out. Again, keeping a good doors width away. left mirror when I come back in. So again, I'm scanning the road ahead, looking for any cars that might be coming on round. If they are, I might have to stop. It's quite a wide road, so depending on what comes the other way, how big the vehicle is, depends on whether I need to stop. So here I'm going to slow it down. So slow down, get my gear down to 3, check my mirror. So slowing down meant that vehicle had enough time to get out and round. Looking here, I can see I can get round before the Tesco van gets there. Check my mirror when I come back in. Going right, so centre and right mirror. Slowing it down, getting the gear down. And I have to stop. Find the centre white line with the wing mirror, turn in. So it's a good full turn of the wheel. Quick turn back. I can see there's a vehicle coming up the road, so checking my mirror, I will stop. Once they've gone past, check my right mirror to come out. Okay. Don't want to stop too close to the parked cars because it's much harder to get out. So if you can, you want to leave at least a car length and a half is a good distance. Coming back in, that's it. And then when I get here, I'll be pulling up on the right, so checking my mirror. Okay, signal what I'm doing, even though I'm weaving at the same time. And then pulling up nicely at the side of the road,